and welcome to another DCUO video on VAR Nation. I'm Rock VAR, here to talk to you today about Game Update 73, the stat revamp. That's right, we got more information on the stat revamp, and actually we got some information on how soon it's going to go live. This can be found at www.dcuniverseonline.com in the forums section under announcements. The title is Game Update 73, the stat revamp. I'm just going to read it to you here. This is very exciting news. It says, hello and welcome back. The stat revamp is here, and they're happy to announce that it will be released in their next update, Game Update 73. That's right, folks. So when Game Update 73 hits, we are going to be live with the stat revamp. Let's go into a little bit of detail here. This is actually a basics video. So we're going to go into the overview basically, and then I'm going to jump into a couple more videos with some very detailed specifics on what's happening and what you can expect to see. So it says, lately they've been paying special attention to content difficulty and role performance. In this update, they made a number of fairly significant changes regarding those areas. Stat curve is the first category that we're going to look at here. It says a big part of the stat revamp process was going through and making stats progress at an exponential rate. Their goal with this was to make sure that the gains players got when they increased their CR felt worthwhile and impactful. Remember, they want to make stats matter. However, as they tested, it became apparent that they may want to slow their roll a little bit and decrease the exponential growth a little bit in order to prevent some future problems and soften the edges around some edge case scenarios. So they've reduced how quickly the number increases at each level and combat rating. When you log in, you'll see that your stat values and output numbers will be lower, but rest assured they're not reduced relative to NPCs and content. Everything across the board was lowered by the same amounts. That includes NPCs. So the game should play basically the same, but with smaller values. The role-specific adjustments. Recently, they've been receiving a significant amount of feedback regarding specific healer builds, overall power consumption, and controllers. They're addressing some of that feedback in this update with changes to power heals and healer passives. They want to make individual heals stronger so that healers feel less spammy and so that each heal feels more impactful. They've decided to increase the healer role buff to grant a larger restoration bonus. That should go a long way towards getting us to those goals. As far as power consumption and controllers go, there's still many cases where players are able to push the limits. In order to allow players to go more all out and to make controllers more impactful, they have increased their group power heal by about 20%. This should go a long way towards making the whole group have more power available. Looking ahead, they'll continue to review feedback on those topics and the changes, as well as what other changes might be required. One of the big changes that I see coming is that in order to give power over time, controllers only have to use a power. It doesn't have to be a power over time power anymore. Any power that they use in control role will spark power over time to the group. More on that in the next video, or one of the next videos. NPCs, they've been playing tons and tons of content lately and listening to feedback. During this progress, they've noted that some NPCs were doing disproportionate amounts of high damage and that some content is taking much longer than others to complete. To address this, they've lowered damage for minions and matched and adjusted NPC health. It says, please keep an eye out while playing instances for ease of play and length of runs. And finally, power set adjustments. They continue tweaking and updating power sets to address feedback from the threads. Nature was the largest recipient of these updates. This will continue for the next little while, so it says keep the feedback coming. And finally, on behalf of the whole team, they said they want to thank us for giving countless hours of testing and feedback. They really do appreciate it, and they think that it has led to the creation of a wonderful update that will provide the groundwork for new content, features, and updates in the future. So that's that, guys. I will be going into more detail in my next few videos about what's exactly to come, but this is a really good overview of what's happening in this game update. So we are almost there, folks. This is on PC test right now. We'll be going live in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, and we'll keep you posted on what happens right here on VAR Nation. Thanks for joining. I'm Rock VAR reporting for VAR Nation News.
VAR Nation News. We mean business.